Boys basketball about to tip off from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium over at Diman Regional as we feature the Bengals against the Bristol Aggie Chieftains tonight. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast as we are once again at the hardwood on the court. True hardwood here, not like at Durfee. Here at Diman, they have a full wooden court, kind of old school style, the small gym, and we love it here. Always fun to come to a different venue other than just Durfee, and so great to be here and great to finally get our first look at the boys team for the Bengals, who are really having a great season. At 8-5, they are just 2 wins away from a playoff berth, and that's based on overall record. They have a chance on Wednesday to clinch the Mayflower League. They're 4-0 in league play this season, and they'll have a chance to go 5-0 and clinch the league title out at Blue Hills on Wednesday as the first shot misses, but they get the rebound back. That's Mason Gomes, number 1. And this is a non-league matchup, though, just to clarify, as Bristol Aggie, one of those rivalry games that we see each season, going for 3. Ryan Mata, that's off the mark, out of bounds. And the Chieftains will have it. Chieftains come in at 1-11, having a tough season here in the 2017-2018. And and everything and anything could happen. That's why you play these games live. So you can't just say, oh, well, it's 1-11, Diman will steamroll over the Chieftains. You never know what's going to happen. And that's why we play the games. We're going to have a foul on Diman. The foul is on Lyndon Carrero, Diman's first, his first. And, you look at these games, though, as Coach Santos for the Bengals said, is, you don't want one of these games to come back and bite you. You want to do your job, do your thing, and just kind of take care of business. But just like that, Jake Bentley opens the scoring, and he knocks down a 3 for the Chieftains. So Diman starts off trailing here in the early goings, 3-0 lead here through 60 seconds of play. Corner to Gomes, and that is put up by Gomes for 2. Diman's on the board. Let's run down the starters real quick here for the Chieftains. We have number 5, Josh Blanchard, number 12, Jake Bentley, who hit the 3, as that's stolen by the Bengals, and Jordan Brodeur. And a whistle. We'll continue with the Chieftains. Number 14, Trevor Clapp. Number 20, Noah Murray. And number 22, Nate Pinard. Coached by Cameron Walker for the Diman Bengals. It's number 1, Mason Gomes. Number 3, Curtis Mello. Number 13, Jordan Brodeur. Number 21, Lyndon Carrero. And number 25, Ryan Mata. All coached by Nick Santos. The Chieftains got tagged on their first foul. It was Nate Pinard. And that is good for 3 from Ryan Mata, and the Bengals now out in front. So Pinard got hit with a foul. That was the whistle while we were running down the starters on Diman's end. Almost stolen. Little jumper inside the arc, no good. Bengals come away with it. So 5-3 the score early on here. I mean, you can see size-wise, too, for a varsity team, the Chieftains definitely undersized when you average the typical boys basketball team. And I'm sure that's, can add to some of the struggles as well. The height advantage, always important when it comes to basketball, in particular when it comes for, defending the ball. Bouncer, and that was taken by Clapp. That's off the foot as Pinard tried to get down the court. Nice job by Clapp there. Stick the hand in and block the inbound pass, so we'll do it again. Deep pass to Carrero. Underneath for the Deuce, Ryan Mata. Picks up points 4 and 5 for him. So he's got 5 of the 7 for Diman here in the first quarter. A kick ball, and that'll reset the shot clock as Bristol Aggie maintains possession. Pinard to Blanchard. Back to Pinard, has to leap for it. Took the shot, it was short, and waiting for it was Brodeur. We'll see Mason Gomes at the point here, setting it up. Got it to Curtis Mello, back around to Mata. Now to our side, back to Gomes. In the paint, jumper from Carrero. First one no good, second try, draws the foul. And it's going to be the second foul for Pinard, which turns into the second team foul for Bristol Aggie. And Carrero will shoot 2. First one no good. Second one good. So a 1-for-2 trip in our first free throws of the game. Thrown away. And the Bengals will take over on the errant pass. Pretty decent crowd. You know, the bleachers here really split 50-50. The bleachers that you'll see on your screen first here is, oh, long pass, and it's blocked. Nice job defending there by Murray and Pinard, but that quickly it goes back to Diman on a turnover the other end. Carrero for 2. 10-3. So, yes, the bleachers you see now, those are the Diamond fans with the cheerleaders. And then the other side of center court where the divider is, where there's a split in the bleachers, is usually the visiting fans. And then behind the benches, because there's so little room, these are usually not pulled out for the fans, because they actually cannot extend all the way due to the bench and the scorer's table. So that's where, you know, the camera crews like us set up. A very intimate atmosphere when you compare it to, say, the Luke Urban Fieldhouse, which is just a monstrosity compared to this gym. I'd say this gym could probably fit inside Durfee's Fieldhouse maybe 2 or 3 times, 2.5 times. pretty big when you think about how big the Fieldhouse is really compared to one of these, you know, older style single court gyms. And a timeout called by Coach Walker of the Chieftains. So a quick break in the action. But Diamond up 10-3, and aside from the opening minute three-pointer from Bentley, Diamond has gone on a 10-0 run over the next 4+ minutes. And, you know, in talking with Coach Santos, he says, you know, this is continued success from last year. He said these are all really good kids. They're no-nonsense guys. You know, they work hard in school, they get good grades, and then they want to work hard on the court. And that's the kind of team you hope for, a team that can buy in and understand, you know, what the goals are and what the game plan is, because every team is different. You could have the same guys back, the exact same group of guys, and every season is going to be different because your opponents change. Things change, the way you play changes. You know, sports are very fluid, and he says having a balanced team like they have is really a nice thing, especially at this point in the season where you're going down the stretch and you're already with an 8-5 record, 3 games above 500, looking for a second straight playoff berth. We were there for Diamond's playoff game last year. Unfortunately, it was a one and done for the boys. The girls got to move on, but the boys had to go on the road, and they faced, if memory serves right, South Shore. Well, actually, you know what? Before I say it, as a 3 is put up and a foul, let's just look back in the book. That's the good news about the book. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was South Shore Christian Academy, though. Let's see here. 3 shots after the foul. It was South Shore Christian Academy, which was held at Eastern Nazarene up in Quincy. So that was a nice adventure, nice little road trip to kind of start the road games of the playoffs. The foul for Diamond was on Mason Gomes, number 1, his first second team foul. And trying to make it 3 for 3 at the line is Blanchard. And the last one does not go, but a nice trip there for Blanchard. 2 for 3. Very rare opportunity for 3 shots as Zach Poitras lays it in for 2. So very rare do you get to see, you see a foul on a 3-point shot. Nice job there, kept in by Clapp, but Diman going to take it back the other direction. Long pass to Poitras. Back out to the point to Brodeur. Steps inside the arc, back underneath to Poitras. Oh, can't get it to go. But Carrero there for the rebound. Couldn't get that one to go either. And coming back with it is Blanchard. Blocked by Poitras. Breaking to the basket. Gomes, 2 points. Pace is quickened here over the last 30 seconds. Quick back and forth we go. Another rebound for Carrero. But yes, looking at that, another break. All alone is Gomes again. The Bengal boys pulling a kind of play out of the Lady Bengals book there, as that's something we see Maya Parker do a lot, is break back the other direction and receive the long pass. Well, Gomes did it twice in about 20 seconds for 4 points. Well, looking back at last season, the Bengals were 11-8. They faced South Shore Christian Academy. They were 15-5. That's why they got to host. This is for 3, and it's short. And it really was not a bad game. 61-55 was the final. It was just a little bit of a slow start. The first and third quarters were a little bit slow for Diman, and that was really the difference in that playoff game. But at 8-5, they're on a 6-game winning streak. So things looking good for the boys. 90 seconds to play in the first. 18-5, Bengals up. Far side for 3. Mello off the rim, up the ladder for the rebound is Brodeur, and the putback for 2. And the Bengals up, breaking 20 here in the first quarter. Bengals doing a good job boxing out, but better job there. Bentley took the shot, got the tip to get the rebound back on the other side. Unfortunately, couldn't put it in, but that was a good hustle play there from Jake Bentley, number 12 of the Chieftains. Fake, off the rim, no good. Got it back, foul, and 1. Bentley picking up his first foul, 3rd team foul for the Chieftains. The basket counts for Gomes, and he'll look to add to what's already an 8-point total here in the first quarter for him. Make it 9 as the extra basket is good. 23-5. Turnover. Gonna slow it down. Long feed, tipped away by Clapp. Flying through the air, looking like Stephon Gilmore. Foul on the Bengals. Offensive foul is going to be their 3rd. Brodeur picking it up. So 3 fouls for each side, and 6 different players with those 6 fouls. So everybody with 1. Nice tip there by Poitras. Got it back to Gomes, who tipped it across center court. And the Bengals, with 10 seconds on the clock, will try to take the last shot and maybe make this a 20-point game. Underneath, no good. 1 second, and time is up. That shot does not count. It did not get off in time. An incredibly impressive first quarter by the Bengals, who put up 23 points and hold the Chieftains to just 5. 1 3-ball, and then 2 free throws, and that's it. And the 3 came in the first 60 seconds of the game. So a completely dominating first quarter for the Diamond boys. About 30 more seconds. The teams will get to talk about what went right, what went wrong in the first quarter before heading back out on the court. And I take back what I said, too, about the fouls, actually, because Pinard has 2. Misread the sheet there. So Pinard with 2 fouls, everybody else with 1. And that's Pinard for the Chieftains. 3, 2, and 1, and the buzzer sounds. You're watching high school basketball, boys basketball, that is, on Fred TV. Evan Massoud with you from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium as we get to see the Diamond boys here in their 14th game of the season, 14 out of 20, and the second quarter starts with a steal as they are putting the route on the Bristol Aggie Chieftains here, who come in at 1-11 through 12 games. Diamond 8-5 after 13, and a foul. Clapp picks up his first foul. Team foul number 4 for the Bristol Aggie Chieftains. 2 shots for Brett Sedad, and he misses the first. No good on the second either, so an 0 for trip that time. Bengals 2 for 5 at the line after those 2 misses. Small sample size. I have number 3 inbounding. Stolen, but then taken back. Another loose ball. And Colin Mello with the good feed, and it goes down. Ryan Mata with the basket. That gives him 7. He had 5 first quarter points. 7 for the game. Mason Gomes still leading the way with 9 total. That's number 1 for Diamond. And Mason actually starting the second quarter on the bench. That goes out of play. And it is red ball. Poitras doing his darndest to get to it before it went out of play, but he couldn't get there in time. I do have to say, Diamond, they play these 5 o'clock varsity games, and it used to always be 6:30, but the MIAA changed around some of these game times a little bit. As even Durfee, the boys and girls used to always play at 7, and now it's 6:30. That started last season. Well, Diamond now playing their varsity games at 5, so these the game times have changed. It used to be 6:30. They always used to be late, but I got to say these kind of earlier evening matinees, as that's for 3. Mata with 10 points now. These early games though in the evening are always nice. Another turnover for the Chieftains. That is Sadad trying to get free. Can't. 6 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen fast. They find the open man, and he sinks the 2-point basket. That is Colin Mello. Good execution under pressure there. 25-point game. 30-5 is the final. Is the current score. Back out to Noah Murray. Nice feed underneath. Fading away, and it goes behind the basket. Blanchard got twisted up there, and should still be Chieftains' ball. It is, with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Three seconds. Long 3. Desperation, and it almost goes. Swatted away from Bobby Cowing. get it back. Mello, Colin Mello rather, with the feed. Going across to Mata, back out to Curtis Mello. Now Colin. That one no good. Mata there for the rebound. Back and forth they go around the perimeter to the corner to Mello. Gets it back to Mata. Mata to, wow, look at the passing. And they draw the foul. Bobby Cowing picking up his first foul, 15th foul. And it's going to reset the shot clock for Diman. So really tough sequence here. Couldn't get a shot open, but the passing and the ball movement really earned them second life. Nice pass to Mello. He's down below, and they get it to Poitras, and he couldn't get it to fall. That took almost 60 seconds though off the clock, that possession. Didn't turn into points, but Mata across to the other side. Plenty of time to set and fire. And a favorable bounce for Colin Mello. He's got 4 points. Back to the hands of Poitras. Fed to Mata. Got to go 1-on-2. Gets the basket and the foul. Sixth foul for the Chieftains, and it's going to be the second for Trevor Clapp. Both of his coming in this second quarter. And looking to make it a 3-point swing and a 30-point lead is Mata, who's at the line for the and one. And that is no good. Sticking the hand in there was Lyndon Carrero. But it goes out of play, and the Chieftains take over. Bentley trying to make something happen. He gets the pass to Murray. Murray with the jumper in the paint, no good. 3 Bengals there to box out. Carrero using the height, gets the rebound. And Gomes is back into the game here for the final 3 minutes of the second quarter. After sitting most of the quarter on the bench. All the way back across to Mello. Brodeur back out to Gomes for 3, and that's off the front of the rim. He gets his own rebound. And that is a travel called on that's number 35. That was Brett Sadat. Did his best there to get off the ground with it. Could not, a little bit of move, lost his footing in the pass. Tipped away and kept, though, by number 3 of the Chieftains. Almost lost again. Boy, who wants it? Gomes taking it back. Get it to Brodeur. Now to the corner to Colin Mello. Back out to Brodeur, back to Gomes. Very impressed by the ball movement of the Bengals here in this first half. They pass all over the place until someone finds a shot. Carrero sinks the jumper. 36-5 the score with a minute 40. There's a foul. Brodeur picks up his second. 4th team foul for Diman. And Blanchard will head to the line shooting 2. He was 2 for 3 in the first quarter at the line. That one's short. Nice rainbow arcing basket right there. 1-for-2 trip. And that is amazingly just the first point for Bristol Aggie here in this second quarter. It comes 6.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sadat thought about three, gets stripped, and Murray comes away with it. They get it to Blanchard, who's going to take it and throw it across center. Tip for a moment, but kept. That was actually Bentley to Blanchard. That one went out of play. 49 seconds left in the first half. Quick three, and it's no good from Bentley. A little wide to the left. Had the distance, had nice angle on it, but just a little bit to the left. Missing the rim. Gomes fed to Carrero for two. Selfless basketball right there. Gomes could have gone up and drawn the foul. Instead, he got it to his teammate, and you got to love that. Loose ball. That is going to go back court. You know what? Because the Bengals touched it, live ball. That's another three ball. That one's short this time. 1 second. Ooh. Travel is called, but that's going to, I believe, end the first half here, and it does. So it is a very impressive first half for the Bengals, who lead it 38-6 over the Bristol Aggie Chieftains. Really a utterly dominating performance here through 2 quarters of play. So we will step aside. We'll have the third quarter next on Fred TV. Stick around. Welcome back to the James T. Ashley Gymnasium for Diamond Boys basketball against the Bristol Aggie Chieftains. Evan Massoud with you, and just had a nice fun discussion with Athletic Director Keith Allen. Always love to goof off a little bit when you can. Keith is a lot of fun. All right, it's 38-6. The Bengals have held the Chieftains to just 1 shot from the field, and that came in the first 60 seconds of the game. The other 3 points coming on free throws, and one of those came in the second quarter, where they were held to just 1 point. So it's really been a very tough night for the Chieftains and a very dominating night for the Bengals thus far. And given that, we're probably going to see quite a few of Diamond's bench players. In fact, most of them in the game right now. A few of them, we'll look at the lineup here. We do see Mason Gomes. He's out there at the moment. And we also have, from the starting crew, I believe he is actually the only starter. He is the only starter out there right now. We have Chris Lopez, number 12, who's into the game. Ryan Viveris, number 31. Adam Moniz, number 33. And staying out there right now is Zach Poitras. He had some playing time in the first half. And there he is now, who will have another steal for the Bengals as Lopez takes it off. So I wouldn't be surprised to see most of the guys. I mean, Diamond didn't even leave the court at halftime. I've never seen that. And so it was really an interesting atmosphere here at halftime to have the home team just still sitting there, just like, yeah, let's go, let's do our thing. We'll just sit here and wait to keep playing. Really kind of different, not the norm. As Poitras put that one in for 2. That was for 3 and no good. Unfortunately, there are a couple numbers that we don't have on our scorebook from Coach Walker and the Chieftains, number 42 being one of them. Number 3, who is not in the game right now, they must be from the JV squad getting some time here tonight. So we were not provided with those numbers. So we do apologize when it comes time for them to be mentioned. But we'll do our very best, of course. And with that last basket, 42-6 is the score. Viveris to Gomes. Back to Viveris for a nice little putback there. Timeout called by Coach Walker with 5:13 to play in the third. And so while we have a moment here, why don't we take a look at the road ahead for both teams here? So for Diman, on the MIAA website, they will head to Blue Hills on Wednesday to try to wrap up the Mayflower League crown. And after tonight, if they win that game as well, that would be victory number 10 for Diman. And so they would not only clinch the Mayflower League, they'd also clinch an outright playoff berth just based on their record. So that would be a big one for them. They have played Blue Hills once this season, and that was 5 games ago. And they played them right here and won 67-60. And during this winning streak, they have really done a nice job putting up decent point numbers, too, averaging over 60 points a game during the 6-game winning streak. And the only game they had a low output was 38 points. They're still able to win, 38-35 to Southeastern. But at the start of the winning streak, 74 against West Bridgewater, 67 against Blue Hills, 73 against Tri-County, the 38 against Southeastern, 61 against Old Colony, and then 68 against Bristol Plymouth. And we're already into the 40s here in the third quarter against Bristol Aggie. So it's been a very good run for Diman. Things are cooking on all cylinders, you could say. So Blue Hills, it starts a 3-game road trip for Diman. Blue Hills, Tri-County, and Bristol Aggie. So they will go to Bristol Aggie on Monday the 12th. That's next Monday, a week from today. So 3 games over the next 7 days after tonight, and then they return home for 2. On the other side for Bristol Aggie is that's put up for 3, and it's good from Pinard. And that is Diman's first basket from the field since the first minute of the game. Rather, Bristol Aggie's first. I said Diman, my bad. For Bristol Aggie after tonight, that's for 3 as we trade threes. Viveris with the 3 ball. Bristol Aggie will return home for 3 of 4 games at home as Pinard with another. They will face Old Colony, then head out on the road for South Shore, Voc Tech, and then back-to-back home games, one against Diman, one against Atlantis Charter. That's for 3 as Gomes gets into double digits, had 0 in the second quarter after 9 in the first. And the Bengals have hit the 50-point mark. 50-11 is the score. Murray from inside. The bank shot off the glass, no good. And a travel called. A little interesting. He's sitting on the ground, not moving. I'm not sure how that constitutes a travel. I'll have to ask the officials that one at a later time. Would have thought a jump ball because we had one of the Chieftains touch the ball as well as Gomes was sitting there literally holding the ball, not moving. I don't know how you can travel when you're not moving. I digress. 2:50 to play in the third. 50-11 the score remains. Lopez with a jumper. That is off the rim, bouncing back to Blanchard. And it looks like Coach Santos will get ready to sub some of the starters back in. They're standing on the Diamond bench. We'll see. Pinard wants 3. That one misses as well. Indeed, we're going to see Brodeur and Curtis Mello get ready to check into the game. Fed to Gomes in traffic. He is fouled, and he'll take 2 shots. That's going to be the third foul for Trevor Clapp, number 14. And it's just the first foul of this third quarter for either side. Gomes hits the first. He had an and one back in the first quarter, towards the end of the first quarter. So now hitting this one here, 2 for 2, small sample size, but 2 for 2 from the line, trying to go 3 for 3, and that is no good. 44 with the rebound, getting it to Pinard. Down the court to Blanchard, back to Pinard, back to 42, who wants a 3, and it's just off the mark. Mona's with the rebound, getting it to Brodeur, who just checked in. Lopez back here to Brodeur, kind of a wild pass, able to corral it. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Brodeur. Nice flip pass to Moniz. Moniz going for 3, and it's good. Bengals with 3 from downtown in this quarter. They had 2 in the first half. 54-11 is the score. 90 seconds left in the third. Loose ball. Kept. Nice effort by Murray to keep it from going backcourt. 7 seconds. It is tipped, and Gomes gets it and is fouled. Pinard will pick up his third foul. So Gomes back at the line for 2. Yesterday, a big sports day, of course, here in New England and Boston with the Super Bowl, but which, of course, didn't turn out how Patriots Nation would have liked. And the thing is, you know, it's one of those that really comes on the heels of defensive woes, because you can't ask for much more than what Tom Brady did at 40 years old, throwing up 505 yards passing, which is just ridiculous when you think about it. You know, when you have him do that and have that kind of a game, and you put up 33 points, that's a game you expect to win. It doesn't matter what situation it is and what game it is. So, real tough one there for the Pats as they come up on the short end of the stick in Super Bowl 52. But not to be overlooked, as Murray sinks both free throws on the Ryan Vivera's foul. Not to be overlooked earlier in the day yesterday, since we're playing basketball, we'll talk basketball. The Celtics with one heck of a comeback at the Garden in an afternoon game, Sunday afternoon game, and it was capped off by a buzzer beater jumper for the win. Just a really exciting game. The Celtics trailed basically the entire game until the fourth quarter, and they were able to mount the comeback. A really, really good performance. And one that's much needed, because, you know, the Celtics lost a couple games over the last week or two that kind of some sloppy decisions, some tough play, some tough games, and they're trying to get back to full strength with Kyrie Irving and, you know, go down the stretch here strong, and how you finished, or how you started the season, rather, you know, try to finish that way. And, you know, that was a big win. If that's a momentum builder, I'm not sure what more they could have done. Brodeur had a great move there, but missed the 3, and that ends 3 as the Bengals just continue to put down points another 20 points for Diman. Another 20-point quarter, I should say. 23 in the first, 15 in the second, and now 20 here in the third. It's 58-13. Real fast mover tonight, too, I'll tell you. Not a ton of fouls. Just, 3 fouls here in this third quarter. Game moving along. And that is the 60-second timeout buzzer ringing there. Last 8 minutes of play on the clock. Evan Massoud with you from Diman Regional's James T. Ashley Gymnasium for boys basketball. The Bengals host the Bristol Aggie Chieftains in a runaway game here. 58-13 is the score. Diman well out in front and looking to improve to 9-5 and extend what would become at the end of the game a 7-game winning streak. Lopez puts that one up, no good, and we'll head back the other way. Diman started with the ball here to begin the fourth. And I do have to say that, you know, this is only high school, you know, not pros and stuff. And, you know, Pinard puts up a 3, his second from downtown. Yeah, it's not, this is not, you know, pro basketball that, you know, we don't necessarily like to run up the score. But I will say that I do applaud Coach Santos for keeping most of the starters in. And, you know, that's one of those kind of fine lines that you can say, well, you know, big lead, you know, what if someone gets injured? And then if somebody does, then you get questioned on that side of it. But for me, you know, this is not like game number 19 or 20 when you know you're in the playoffs. You're still fighting for a playoff spot. Every game's important. Your overall record's important for seeding purposes. These guys had to travel, like I said earlier, to Eastern Nazarene, which is where South Shore Christian Academy hosted their games up in Quincy. And that's where Diman had to go for the playoffs last year. They had to go on the road. I'm sure they would love to be at home this year for the playoffs, so, or at least for the early rounds, and get that playoff game at home, the home crowd advantage, and so on and so forth. So every game is important. Every win is important, and I like keeping the guys out there and not just getting complacent, letting them continue to compete. And we'll see how long they do stay out there. Again, it's not the full complement of starters. It's kind of a mixed bag right now, but still keeping a good chunk of the guys out there. Off the glass, and Viveris comes away with the rebound. There's Curtis Mello, and again, speaking of starters, we see Ryan Mata getting up, Colin Mello from the bench, he's coming in. So again, subbing in and out effectively. And there's a 3-ball put in there by the Bengals. And Mello. Or rather, I'm sorry, Lopez with the 3 there. So he gets in the stat book. That's for 3 on the other end, and just a bit long for Blanchard. And a foul on Pinard. It's going to be his 4th foul. I actually thought for a moment, they were going to call a travel on on Moniz, or rather Sadat, who just came in back into the game, and he puts that one in. I thought they were going to call a travel on him when he tried to get the ball back, and instead it ended up being the foul, which was the third team foul of the half for the Chieftains. There is Viveris with the rebound as Lopez takes it across center. Loses the ball, and he's going to get it back. Bounce pass in the paint. Fadeaway jumper is no good. The Bengals can't get the rebound either. We're still fighting for it. And finally, a jump ball whistle. Boy, that took all day to develop. I'm not sure what they were waiting for right there. That was a lengthy hold on the ball there to get the jump ball call, and that's going to go out of play. A bad pass from Blanchard. Ryan Mata. Across the court to Lopez. He had the open three. He says, no, I'll give it to Lopez. Back to Mata. And now he'll take the shot, and that might have been tipped. Actually, waited a little bit, and I think Pennard got a handle on it. Passed outside to Mello, back to Mata. Mata across to Lopez. Lopez in the paint through traffic. Blocked by Blanchard and stolen by the Chieftains. Back the other way goes Pennard, full steam ahead. Nice pass to Blanchard. That was nicely done there by Bristol Aggie. Mata gets it back to Mello. Lopez now. Nice job by Lopez for two. So over 60 points, 65 points for Diamond. We have a timeout, so the Bengals continuing the heavy scoring as well. And I'm assuming that Coach Walker is going to make some substitutions here after the timeout. Maybe do a full sub of the bench players. Lots of sports on hand this week, and lots to do over the next maybe week or two in terms of our broadcasts here on Fred TV. We will be covering hockey on Wednesday, Big Three hockey, as Brockton comes to Driscoll to face Durfee. On Friday, the 9th of this week, we'll be back here for the Diamond Girls. That's senior night for the Lady Bengals. Then next week, very busy week. More hockey as Diamond hosts Apponequet. So two Driscoll residents squaring off against each other. Tuesday, we're going to be over at Somerset for the Durfee girls game against the Blue Raiders. The boys have senior night. We'll have that covered too simultaneously. And then next Friday the 16th, more Durfee girls as they have Big Three hoops. They'll welcome New Bedford. And then while we're at it, we'll add a Saturday game, Durfee hockey senior night on the 17th. So just a ton of stuff going on over these next 2 weeks as the winter sports regular season winds down here on Fred TV. Lots to do, lots to cover. Pennard for the three, no good. So be sure to like and follow our Facebook page. We post all the games there, and as we get closer to the playoffs and qualifiers, we will definitely be posting all of that information, all the matchups and who's in and who's not. This is a dogfight for the ball. Goes out of play, and Bristol Aggie comes away with it. So, again, Facebook.com/FredTVSports. That's the place to go. All the playoff contenders, all the playoff matchups, and, of course, a full archival of our covered games. They're all posted there. The foul on the Bengals is just going to be their third foul, rather. Third foul here in the second half. And it is Ryan Viveris picking up the foul. We'll see Trevor Clapp take 2 shots. And that one will roll in. This is his first point of the night. That one no good, but the Chieftains get it back. Pinard wants the 3. That time he hits it. He has 3 from downtown, all in the second half, and he has double digits in points. In fact, he's got half of his team's points. Lopez back to Viveris, to the point here to Mello. Mello bouncing it to Carrero, who just came back in and will add to his point total. He's up over double digits, 11 points for him. Right now, the leading scorer remains Gomes, who is not in the game. Pinard adding to his total there. Now he's got 13. Gomes with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Again, not into the game, though, as we're under 2 minutes to play. Actually, 100 seconds now to play, as Sadat put that one in for his second basket. 100 seconds left to play in the ball game. Diman going to make it 7 straight. So just think about that for a moment at 8-5. As Viveris picks it up at 8-5 currently, they'll be 9-5. Take those 7 wins away. They were 2-5 at their last loss, which was against Case, and they've now won 7 in a row. Quite the turnaround for Coach Santos and the Bengals. As Clapp back at the line. A 1-for-2 trip moments ago, has hit the first one here. Hits the second as well. 3 for 4 on the night. And we have 90 seconds to play. Would like to see Diman get to the 70-point marker. Lopez, nice move around, can't put it up. The rebound to Ben Gomes, who came into the game after the timeout. There's a 3 put up, it's short. Kept in by Viveris, and 60 seconds to play. Colin Mello gonna pass it to Viveris. Gets it back now going to Lopez, and we'll get it back. Viveris wants 3, it's no good. The rebound to number 42 with 35 seconds to play. Chieftains going back the other direction here. Three ball is no good for Blanchard. And the Bengals have it with 13 seconds to play in the game, and we'll see. Lopez will most likely just hold on to it. Coach Santos is standing. That's the ball game, folks. A dominating win for the now 9-5 Diamond Bengals. 7 straight wins for the Diamond Boys. This one goes final 69-26, the final score. Fourth quarter for Bristol Aggie netted 13 points. They had 13 all of the first 3 quarters. So not bad there they hit some 3 balls, not bad in the fourth. Of course, for Diamond, they did have most of the bench in as well. Got 11 points on the board in the fourth, but 23 to open the game, 15 in the second, 20 again in the third, and then 11 in the fourth. And they led at halftime 38-6. So it was really a very strong, dominating, one-sided performance from Diamond tonight. Again, they head to Blue Hills on Wednesday, looking to make it 8 straight, grab win number 10, clinch a playoff spot, and in doing so also grab a Mayflower League title. So a lot riding on Wednesday's road game for up in Blue Hills. And so we'll wish Diamond nothing but the best. We'll see the boys again once more before tournament play. And and of course, we'll have that game right here. But again, a few more games to go before we see the Diamond boys again. We'll be back here Friday for girls hoops. Until then, Evan Massoud saying so long from Diamond Regional.